Hello, I'm Stephen, and welcome back to the show. I hope you're well. If you're new, please like and subscribe. If you're not new, please like anyway. It really does help. Apologies for the lighting. I know it looks like a hostage video, but I'll try and sort that out in editing. Today we're going to review the City and Wolves game briefly, talk a bit on transfers, and then discuss a few of our rivals. They all seem to be going mad. And then we'll talk about the Galatasaray game that's on Wednesday. But first of all, some transfer news. They're still talking about Oscar Bob going to Fulham for 35 mil. You know, I've said it on previous videos, I'll say it again. I don't see what people see in this guy. Yeah, he's neat and tidy. Yeah, he'll have a good career, but I don't see that being with us. So good luck to him, and hopefully they can sign him quickly and he can do the business against United at the weekend. Talking of United, they mentioned Cole Palmer is feeling homesick, so wants to transfer to United. Well, he must be very bloody sick if he wants to go to play for United. But he's a non-starter, isn't it? He's a non-starter. United aren't going to spend the money necessary. Chelsea aren't going to want to sell him. He's got a 5-6 year contract. So unless something remarkable happens, like Chelsea don't finish in the Champions League, United do, Chelsea become very amenable to the transfer. I just don't see it happening. United have got a lot of things to worry about buying him. I doubt he's on their list. Anyway, like I said, we'll touch on the Wolves game first. Happy with the lineup. Glad to see Foden and Haaland getting a bit of time off, and particularly Marmoush coming in and Mark Gay's debut. I said the same thing, I think, when Semenyo started. You notice a difference, don't you, between buying people like him and, say, Savio, and to a lesser extent Kusanov and Max Lane, etc. They carry themselves. They're proper experienced defenders with gravitas and generally know how to plug and play. And I know it's only Wolves and the bigger test lie ahead, but as far as debuts go, I think that was fair. I think he showed a range of abilities in terms of talking Kusanov and O'Reilly through the game, to like talking to, communicating with them well, showed enough pace. His pass to Semenyo was excellent. So, yeah, I mean, what's not to like? What's not to like? Good to see Mamouche back. Good to see him score. Great cross from Nunes and a good goal. And then we got into VAR again, didn't we? Got into VAR again. Couple of things. One, I wish Mamouche didn't appeal for it and just got on with scoring. That would have been my perfect solution to this. But I sit on South Stand level 3, and I said straight away it's not a penalty. Straight away it's not a penalty. The guy next to me, two guys next to me to my right, said it definitely isn't. People to the left and in front of me said it definitely is. I'm not bothered that that's not given, to be honest with you. We're really going to argue about natural positions, unnatural positions. I haven't got the energy, to be honest with you. I haven't got the energy, but I certainly haven't got the energy to sit there once the referee's not giving it, for his colleague to spend 2 or 3 minutes trying to find something wrong with his decision, only for him to say, no, I'm sticking with my decision to start with. I don't know why. And there's only so many ways I can say the same thing here. Why don't, when they've given a decision, VAR just say, come and have a look. Come and have a look. Come straight away. Come on. Come and have a look straight away. Rather than stand in the middle of the pitch like Piffy for what seems like an eternity to paying customers and people watching on the TV, although I accept that yesterday was on the TV. Sorry, Saturday was on the TV. But it seems a very flawed process to me. A very flawed process. And then Semenyo scores again. I missed it. I was at the bar. But shout out to the guy who told me to Cherky scored. Jesus Christ, I hope he's not a witness to any burglaries anytime soon. Those two couldn't look any bloody different if they tried. Jesus. But anyway, my mate reassured me it was Semenyo. And yeah, just another great thing that he's done that's contributing to his start here. And long may it continue. Second half really sort of died a death, didn't it? Particularly when the subs come on. I mean, to see Haaland and Foden come on, I don't like slagging Haaland and Foden. But what's the point? They didn't really come on look like they were chomping at the bit, did they? Just come on, mooched around a bit, and that was it. Might as well have kept him on the bench, give him a proper rest. But well, never mind. But yeah, good win, clean sheet. Donnarumma doing the business. I know his starting position seems to be a bit further out than it was originally, so that's good. And a shout to O'Reilly for those blocks in the second half. I mean, was it two blocks and him and Gay? Yeah, superb. And good to see O'Reilly back to earlier season form. He's had a bit of a blip, hasn't he, the last 3 or 4 games, but great to see him back to his best, and hopefully he can make that position his own. But Ainori is the one with a problem, isn't he? He's got a big problem. If he can't start against Wolves, then who can he start against? You know, it's a bit unfair to stick him at right back in Bodo Glimt and play rubbish and then drop him. So I don't know. Has he had a fair crack of the whip? Ainori, probably not. Has he done enough when he's been on the pitch? Definitely not. Has he got grounds for complaint? Probably. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But he needs to put his finger out then, doesn't he? He needs to put his finger out. Also at the weekend, we had Liverpool on Saturday evening get beat. Shout out to the guy on the match bus who had it on his phone in front of me. I was sneaking over his shoulder, seeing what was going on. Yeah, Liverpool fans have lost their mind, haven't they? Again, slot out. He's no good. You know, he was. I said last season he had a sniff of Pellegrini about him. Handled Turner, but when it comes to his own players, struggled. There was a whiff of that last year, wasn't there? And it looks like the same thing now. Obviously, the Jota thing is its own thing. I'm not going to comment on that. But the team seems unbalanced. It seems they've given a load of dough to Van Dijk and Salah, and they're not really doing the business either. So yeah, it's great telly, isn't it? Great telly. Arsenal fans are going nuts. They're talking about. I know it's only a fringe group. This talking about Arteta must go. Arteta must go. He's never going to get him over the line. I mean, I don't know if they will. They won't come on to in a second. But you know, it's United. Good win for them. My mate went. But just shows, doesn't it, what happens when you put that Martinez under pressure. They were raving about him marking Haaland this time last week. Put a few crosses in, and what's he doing? Gets his feet tangled up and scores an own goal. That's what Haaland should have been doing. So and the team should have been doing, putting him under pressure, which we didn't do. But can we win the league after this Arsenal wobble? I still think they'll win it. However, if we can get 4 points out of the next 2 league games, Spurs away, Liverpool away, then I will be a believer. I will be a believer. I'll be a signed up believer that we're going to do it. Because 4 points, 6 points this far out is fine. Anything more than that is I don't think it's doable. I think we've had our chances. You know, we've had easy home games. Brighton, Chelsea, they should be wins. We didn't do the business. United away didn't do the business, and then Arsenal let us off the hook. There's only so many times you didn't let off the hook. So they should be in that changing room, get this Galatasaray game out of the way, and then steam into each other saying, "It's there if you want it. It's there if you want it." Because if you accept that we have to beat Arsenal at home, then it's 1 point, isn't it? It's 1 point with 13, 14 games to go. Well, you know, I'd back us all the time to do that. But let's see where it goes. But we can't just rely on, the City run. You know, nostalgia is not a strategy. Nostalgia is not a strategy. There's no guarantee Arsenal are going to fall away. There's no guarantee we're going to go on a 10-match winning run. You've got to make it happen. We've got to do our bit and hope that affects them. We can't just sit here and hope fate takes over, because there's no such thing. Okay. Game on Wednesday. Galatasaray at home in the Champions League. Win, and we've got every chance of automatic qualification. Don't win, and we've got no chance. So, but then we're getting probably an easy playoff game. So we'll have to play 2 extra games, but we'll probably go through anyway, is my view. So it's not going to be as bad as last year. However, I think we just need to win this, don't we? Put our foot down. You know, dodgy in Bodo Glimt, horrific against Leverkusen. Yeah, we've had a good record at home in the Champions League over the years. Less that Leverkusen game, but you know that was its own thing. Galatasaray, they won away at bottom of the table team last weekend, and in a team that I'm not going to try and pronounce. But I was looking at their team. If it was 5 years ago, I'd be worried. Look at their outfit. And Osimhen's good, but Icardi, Sane, Gundogan, Lucas Torreira, Mario Lemina, ex Southampton. I mean, come on. They've got Davinson Sanchez playing for them. Davinson Sanchez. Go and look Kartos up in the dictionary. There's a picture of him next to it. So no, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Dad's army turning up. No, and Turkish teams don't travel very well, do they? And I think we've got a good enough first team that we can put out. But yeah, it'd be good to see Gundogan and Sane come back. But that's it, innit? That's it. And there'll be a load of Galatasaray fans there singing their songs. I was actually at not a Galatasaray game, a Turkey game in the summer, the Euros. Oh, but it wasn't last summer, was it? Summer before the Euros against Holland in the Olympic Stadium in Berlin, and the Turkish fans are great. I'm not going to sing their songs on this show at the moment. I'm not going to embarrass myself that much, but the atmosphere is great. The songs are great. So the atmosphere will be mint tomorrow, but we should be beating them, shouldn't we? And then, I'm not going to go through the permutations either. I don't know them, and they are many and complex. So, yeah, we should do the business. We should do the business. And I've got my thoughts on the starting lineup, which I'll go through now because I think it's a worthwhile exercise anyway. And I appreciate this website is it's not. So if we go look at our 4-3-3 formation in a second, if we can get this website to work, because it is a bit of a pain. Oh, yeah, so we've Donnarumma in net. It's pretty straightforward. Donnarumma in goal. And then we've got right back Nunes. Let's say it's Nunes. There we go. Get him in. And left back Nico. Where is he? Nico O'Reilly. There we go. Get him back in. I can't see Eight Nori playing. Can you? Let's get Kusanov in, but I don't think he's on here. No. That'll do. So we'll get him in, and I think it'll be Ake next to him. And I think that should be strong enough. Ake didn't play at all against Wolves, so that should be okay. Bernardo, I think in midfield. I know we're playing Galatasaray, and we might want a bit more creativity. But I think with Nico Gonzalez back, as he's back in training at the moment, I think if we get him and him just sat there holding hands, Bernie, just sit there and hold his hand. We'll get Turkey in as well. There we go. I want to have Turkey in there. I mean, I'm not having Reinders anywhere near this game. I was extremely disappointed with him at the weekend. And there's a chance in the first half where he was running down, and the Wolves player just come and took it off him, which I just think's unacceptable at this level, really. And we'll have Doku in. Doku was saying today that he takes it as a compliment that people are kicking him. Well, I'm glad he does. I don't like it at all because his injury record is bad enough without encouraging people to kick him, and referees let him get away with it. So yeah, that was the team I'd go with. I think with a view to Foden sort of playing in here, linking up with Turkey, Nunes flying up here, O'Reilly flying up here, Doku playing a more sort of inside left, which is spoken about. We spoke about that a lot, haven't we? That when he's over here, these odds are unbearable. When he's over here, he's got a long way to go to cause problems. Whereas if he starts here, then he's already close to the box. He's already close to Haaland. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 players there ready to stop any breaks anyway, with Nico and Bernardo behind them. Kusanov's pace will help Ake out. And I think when you look like that, I think that looks good, doesn't it? And to even talk about even further, if you look at games to come, maybe Bernardo out, maybe Rodri in there, and things start looking very, 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 very positive. This website is unbearable. So, yeah, my prediction is 4-0 City. I think Haaland's going to get a hat trick. That's my view. I'm going to stop sharing it. Stop sharing. There we go. So yeah, I think we're in for a very, very straightforward win. That's my view on the matter. Yeah, because if Haaland's scoring against Galatasaray at home, then it's Tottenham away soon. Marmoush should be there with his hand up, going, hold on, what about me? Then Liverpool away. His record there is rubbish, isn't it? I know he scored there. I know he scored one that got disallowed. I mean, our general form there is rubbish, but Marmoush is there, isn't he? Marmoush is there with his hand up. So yeah, I think he needs to pull his finger out and get a couple of goals against Galatasaray. Like I said, they're an old team, aren't they, Galatasaray? We shouldn't have much of a problem. So that was a quick summary of this week and the game tomorrow. I should be back with a review Thursday and a build to the game on Friday. It's been a bit tricky with work and life and things of that nature. So thank you for joining. If you got this far, I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.